All right, welcome back to Small Town Sports. We're coming on Tuesday with our basketball video. Ashton is fucking ill right now, so he won't be here this Tuesday. It's me and Johnny again. Next Tuesday, all three of us will be on the pod. I will make it fucking happen, I promise. All three of us need to be on the pod at the same time. People like the three man more than the two man, so we got to get all three of us on the pod at the same time. Next Tuesday, that will happen. Before I get into the basketball topics, we're gonna go off right off the bit with Tatum's 51 points. What do you think about that?
What was it? The 27th worst defense in the league.
Uh,
I'm not a hater, but I'm just stating facts.
that's true. I was
One of the
sure
top three worst,
they're
but
the
still 51 points. Quite
yeah,
impressive.
yeah.
Last
Charlotte
time I
is
was on the pod was 71.
that's pretty wild. I mean, it is the worst team in the league. You can give that to the Rockets, but Charlotte's pretty bad. They have LaMelo, they got pieces, but they're not a good team. They're not good defensively.
Good
Plumlee is their
offensively-ish.
center. Yeah, they got good offense. I don't think they could stop a toddler from getting into the paint. So. I mean, give it to Tatum, 51 points. He's probably going to win the MVP unless Jokic or Embiid slips their way there. Luka's at the top of the ladder, I think, right now, but
Which
I
is
think it's going to be
bullshit
Tatum.
because he's what, the 10th seed? Fuck.
The eighth seed now.
8th seed now? Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
think so. Something like that.
Oh no, 5th seed.
Fifth seed? He's out of
Yeah.
the plan? I'm surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And
he's got the
then,
Clippers and the Warriors trailing him, so
uh, yeah, the Clippers and the Warriors will probably overtake that. And then we got LeBron's 43, which is fucking impressive, man. This guy is averaging 38 at 38. Like since turning 38, he has averaged 38 points. LeBron is on a fucking mission to make the playoffs this year. 43 points, and I think it was like 8 and 6 or something like that. He also did take 26 shots and only made 16. When you're one of the only two players who registers double-digit shots, you're probably gonna get 43. But at the end of the day, he does need to do that for that team to win. So
they're sitting in the 13th seed, but
yeah, yeah, they're out of the playoffs. They're not gonna make the playoffs, I don't think. Play in maybe, but playoffs, I don't know. I don't know who
another
they're
thing
gonna
I
beat.
want to bring up quick. What's your thoughts on the Suns sitting at the 12th seed?
Well, they're without Booker
Look for a
and
bit.
Booker and Chris Paul, so
Oh, Chris Paul's also there?
yeah,
Okay.
they're both injured. So they lost all their star power. Aiton doesn't want to be there. Really, that's it. Um, Simple as that. Aiton doesn't care about that team. He's not gonna go out there and play hard every night. He's gonna get his own buckets. But Suns they're in shambles to say the least. And then Curry dropped 40. Um, he's back finally. He's got a shooting sleeve on to support his shoulder. He dropped 40, which is good for him. It's good to see him do that, but at the end of the day, the team needs to step up around Curry. You can tell he's in shambles at the moment. Um, it's a good thing that his injury wasn't as serious as it could have been. But yeah, Curry's 40 is pretty insane coming off an injury. And then Tapper has no
What the?
audio. There you go, you're back.
Okay, my headset casually felt like dying.
Yeah.
Like,
And yeah, we're good. Russ becoming the leader in triple doubles off the bench. What do you think about that? I think it's just Russ doing Russ.
yeah, I was just about to say that. Like, man was the leader as a starter, you know?
Yeah, yeah, honestly. Um, he's a Hall of Famer, basketball wise. He broke a record that nobody thought would be broke. MVP. Russ is gonna get a triple double no matter
Who else is
how
gonna
hard he
lead the
tries.
league in fucking
Yeah,
triple doubles off the bench? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. Um, Russ is Russ. I think there's another thing for Russ in his accomplishment list. MVP, triple double leader, All Star Game MVP, triple double leader off the bench. Realistically, Russ just needs a championship
Yeah.
for a lot
Same
of
with
people to get him over the hump.
Harden,
Yeah,
CP3.
there's a lot of them who need chips to get them to people that really look at them in a different way. Russ is another one of those players, but I'm happy to see him hooping. He got his triple double off the bench, still contributing
Yeah.
off the bench. Best spot for him is off the bench in that Lakers squad. I like that placement for him.
Yeah,
Still
same.
Skip and Shannon said it last year that he needs to lead the shock troops, and he's doing it this year. But yeah, and then I want to talk about AD and his recovery. He's still out. I don't know if he's competing in a practice or not. Nothing's been shown on Instagram or Twitter, but he needs to get back. I don't know what you think. What do you think about
I mean,
AD?
he's a hell of a good player. You know what I'm saying? But like,
He's,
you can't stay healthy. You can't look
yeah,
at T Mac.
yeah. You look at T-Mac. I mean, AD is a glass house, but when he was playing, he was for those 10 games, he was easily the best player in the league,
Yeah, but look at T
which is
Mac averaging
wild.
what 33 points before getting injured. Like,
Yeah,
man, that's insane.
it's gonna. I hope he comes back. If he does come back, the Lakers made the playoffs. If he doesn't, they're out. I don't know. It all depends on AD's health, in my opinion.
Yeah, it
AD,
depends on everyone's health, to be honest, because like, if the Suns get healthy, Clippers stay healthy, Warriors stay healthy, I have them fighting for the bottom four seeds, and
yeah.
I could see them squeaking in as a play-in team, but with those four battling for the bottom four seeds, I don't think they.
I don't think the Lakers come out on top,
Yeah, no,
especially if AD or LeBron's down. I could see
yeah,
them winning a game with LeBron out, but I don't see them making the playoffs with LeBron out. I
yeah.
don't see them winning a game with AD out in general. I mean,
I
Thomas
mean,
Bryant is a good player, but he's no Anthony fucking Davis.
yeah, but if LeBron keeps putting out fucking 40, like
Yeah.
you can't count them out, but
I
you can.
mean, you can't compete against the Suns. They have a big body in the paint. Aiton, like I say, doesn't want to be there, but it's massive. No one's gonna
He's
get a
there, so
board
he
over
has
Aiton.
to, you
Yeah,
know.
nobody's gonna get a board over Aiton. And then fucking, it's just ridiculous that we're still talking about the Lakers' fucking health and struggles in 2023. If you're struggling this much, it's time to fucking look at trade options. It's time to move your
Yeah,
big hitters, not out of respect for your organization, but out of respect for them. You're gonna get picks for AD. Rob Pelinka's so worried about these fucking picks that are fucking 5 years away, but you don't want to acquire more. I don't get it.
honestly, what they
You
could
can,
do,
yeah,
hypothetically, you know, you lost your pick this year to the Pelicans. You
yeah,
go out, you fucking send it, you try on for it's the number one.
yeah. I mean,
Maybe a couple, but
that's out of respect to LeBron. That's not because LeBron's a bad player. It's just there's going to be an insane trade package for him. I know a lot of people said that you wouldn't even get a first rounder for LeBron. Those are quite
shout
literally
out Skip.
LeBron. Yeah, they're LeBron James haters. They're the day ones who said LeBron is horrible. They don't like him, that he's just not a good player. He's not a winning player, blah, blah, blah. But you're going to get, I'd say, 3 first rounders and good couple of seconds, and you're
And
going to
look
get
at
a
Rudy
star.
Gobert. You got four players, five first, and
Yeah,
some pick
yeah,
swaps. Like
yeah. Look at
that's
the,
Rudy
yeah,
Gobert.
that's Rudy Gobert. I
No
mean,
LeBron fucking James.
you're going to
I know
get,
he's 38, but
doesn't matter. You're going to
yeah,
sell tickets. You're getting them. You're getting them to sell tickets, is what you're doing.
yeah,
I don't think the Lakers will trade LeBron. They want him in a Laker uniform to break Kareem's record. That's the thing.
yeah.
That's the thing. And fucking, it's coming soon. He's at 38,000. I don't know how many more points he needs to break it. Um,
It's projected this season, isn't it?
oh yeah, it's projected like soon, like in the next month or so, 2 months. He's like, I can't remember. I think he's like 300 points off or some shit like that.
Yes.
He- He's coming. He's coming for it. Maybe it's more. I'm not 100%, but he is coming for
No,
it.
no. It's yeah, 315 points off.
Yeah. So realistically, could get it done in the next, if he averages 30, he could get it done in the next probably 10
Um,
games.
yeah.
And there's still a whole half of the season to go. We're not even at the All-Star break yet. So it's gonna
Let's
happen.
speak about that soon too. Throw
Yeah,
out our
we're
predictions.
yeah, we're gonna do a live stream for that, I think. Or we're gonna
Okay.
record ourselves watching the draft on Zoom, and then we're gonna post it. One of the two.
Okay. I thought okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the All-Star draft.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. And then we're already into the standings. Let's talk about them. I got the
All right.
standings. I got the standings saved. I got to pull up my phone.
Same.
one sec here. But yeah, the standings are pretty fucking ridiculous right
I do
now.
want to bring up like predictions to the fucking
Yeah,
All-Star game
fair
for
enough.
sure.
Fair enough. But yeah, so I got we'll talk about the East first. Celtics
All
are in
right.
first.
Yep.
The Nets are in second. Bucks are in third. Cleveland's in fourth.
Fifth.
Philly fourth from
Oh,
where?
from what I'm seeing, it says fifth. They're tied
Uh,
with the Sixers, so
okay, so yeah.
yeah.
Well, fourth, fifth are the Sixers, and then sixth is the Knicks. They're gonna fall out of that spot. I can see it. They're gonna be in the play-in at the playoffs. Play-in tournaments. Pacers, Heat, Atlanta, and the Raptors at the moment. And the Bulls are sitting at 11. And then the
Bulls are
other,
tied with Raptors.
yeah, 19. They have one more loss. One more loss from the Raptors.
Huh? It says 20 and 24 right here. Unless I'm
Okay.
tripping.
I
Yeah.
got mine from 3 days ago, so they're probably updated.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
okay.
I got mine from right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So Bulls and Raptors tied, but realistically, one of those two teams is going to be in the play-in unless the Wizards sneak in there, but I don't think they will. The East is tough, man. It's a tough conference. It's a tough fucking division. Um, Celtics are a lock for one. Celtics or the Nets are a lock for one. For sure.
Celtics and Nets. If you're gonna
Yeah.
say Nets, you gotta say Bucks because
No,
they
I
have
don't.
one more win and one more loss. You know,
Yeah,
I
but
feel
I
like
still I still have the Bucks placing low in the seeding to play a lower team. That's the way I see
okay,
the
okay,
Bucks. That's the way I see the Bucks. Um,
yeah,
I mean they beat the fucking. I mean if they get first, they obviously play the last team, but I can see them playing low in the seeding just for an easier path to the East Finals. But yeah, I see those three teams. They're going to be in the 1, 2, and 3 spot. No matter how it goes number wise, they're going to be there. But yeah, Cleveland's a lock for me. Ashton said in the last podcast he's not high on Cleveland. I'm very high on Cleveland. That's a very, very, very good team.
yeah,
Um, they're going to be a second round exit, I think, this year. But by next year, I think they're going to get a different star. Not that Donovan's not the star, but they're going to get like a big third hitter because they got Garland and Donovan, and then they have defense and Allen. They have a good roster, a deep roster, but I
a
think they're
good
gonna,
not rookie,
yeah,
but sophomore and
yeah,
Mobley.
oh yeah. It's either he's gonna have a breakout year next season, or I can see them picking up a stud. I can see it happening. And
Yeah,
it's not gonna be LeBron James or Steph Curry. It's just gonna be an average player who's a stud. I
yeah.
don't know
Like
who. Yeah,
I could see like Bogdong from the Pistons. He wants the fuck out of there. He's out there fucking hooping.
yeah. I have trade rumors as the last segue we go into, and
Yeah,
Bogdan and the Cavaliers are connected. Apparently, the Cavs want to trade for him by the deadline. They're looking to get him this season, not to sign him.
because I
Um,
mean they need a small forward. He's a
yeah,
small forward who can put up buckets.
he's averaging 21, 3, and 2 at the moment.
That's all you need.
Yeah, strictly buckets is what Bogdan is. Always been strictly buckets. He's a good bucket getter. He's a
Yeah,
good third option. He was good on the Jazz, and Bogdan and Donovan have a history, so they
I
already have the
remember
chemistry
fucking.
built.
I went over to watch a game at Ashton's and fucking. Next thing you know, he has 51 points.
Yeah, Bogdan's just
I
a.
might just cut it out again.
No, you're there. Relax. He's a shooter. Yeah. Then the Knicks, they're whatever. Cares about the Knicks? Who cares about the Sixers? In my opinion, two teams that are just meh, meh. No high expectations. Both either first or second round exits to whomever they face. Um, yeah. Are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
This should
Okay.
just.
I can still hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit's just being a piece of shit right now.
Yeah. Western Conference. I'll read the standings off right now. The Nuggets are the first seed. Grizzlies are the second. I think that'll flip, and then the Nuggets will be second. The Grizzlies will be first. Pelicans are third. Kings are fourth. Mavericks are fifth. Warriors are sixth. And then the play-in is the Clippers, Jazz, Timberwolves, Suns. And then OKC is at the 11th spot. Portland's at the 12th spot. Lakers are at the 13th. Spurs are at the 14th, and the Rockets are at the 15th. They've changed, tell me. Have they changed at
Um,
all?
you got Clippers took over the Warriors. Clippers are 6, Warriors are 7.
Okay.
Trailblazers and Suns swap Trailblazers 10, Suns are 12th.
Okay. Well,
Other than that,
yeah. Trailblazers have their stars, and the Suns do not. They have nobody right now. They have DeAndre Ayton and fucking Mikal Bridges.
Cam
Yeah,
Johnson's even no, he's out, I
he's
think.
Cam Johnson's out. Jake Crowder is being a baby. He'll probably go to the Bucks. I can see him going to the Bucks. Yeah, the West is not that tough in my opinion. Not a tough
No,
conference. Whoever comes out of the East, in my opinion, is winning it all.
it depends, in my opinion.
I don't see really anybody.
I could see
The
Warriors
Warriors are a
changing it
playoff
around.
team. The Warriors are a playoff team, but
Yeah, I could see them
I
changing around, and I could also see Mavs
Mavs. I can see them. I can see the Mavs going to the
just because
finals. I don't see them winning.
I could see it because Luca is different. Like,
Yeah, he's gonna spark in the playoffs. He might be first round exit, or he might be in the finals. That's the dumb thing about this Mavs team is you don't know where they're gonna place in the playoffs. They
yeah,
could be out in the first, or they can be in the finals. But if they do go to the finals, I don't think that they're gonna beat the Nets, Celtics, Bucks at all. At all. They got no chance.
I guess,
Um,
yeah, no.
Luka's good, but Mavs
Those
team is
teams all have
small.
extremely small
Big teams.
star-studded small forwards.
Yeah. And they got big teams. Bucks are big.
Yeah,
Nets are big. Now, center position, they're a little bit smaller, but not by much. And then Celtics, they got Al Horford and Patrick Williams, I believe. That's a big fucking team. I don't know
Robert.
how. Yeah, Robert Williams.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a big fucking team. And if they Mavs do make it to the finals, they're not fucking beating them. But
yeah, no.
I have Memphis and the Celtics as my lock for the finals. That's my
I
lock.
respect it, but personally, I could see East or West Conference Finals being Mavs Warriors, or
I
not
could
Mavs, Grizzlies Warriors,
I could see
and
it.
I don't see Ja beating Curry. I
I
know
do.
Ja's good, but like
I see Memphis being the Warriors. I don't look at it as Ja beating Curry.
no, but I look
Yeah,
at that team as Jared Jackson. You
yeah.
got Desmond Bain, you got Dylan Brooks, but you got Steph, Clay, Draymond, Looney. Looney
The
goes out
way
there, puts his heart out, does what he's meant to do.
the way everybody's looking at the Warriors, they're looking at the Warriors like they're the Warriors, and people who watch this who know basketball know what I meant there. I look at it as an inconsistent Klay Thompson, an injury-prone Andrew Wiggins, a
Oh yeah, they have
very a,
Wiggins.
a very shell of himself Draymond Green, a Jordan Poole who's in a slump season. I also see a Steph Curry who needs to carry the load, who's now has shoulder problems in his left shoulder. Um, I see Kevon Looney not holding anybody. I don't see him stopping Steven Adams. Steven Adams is just going to horse him. Steven Adams is currently leading in among the league leaders of rebounds per game at 11.3. So he's fourth on that list. So I don't see the Warriors being big enough to stop a very big fucking Grizzlies team.
That's fair,
Jaren
but
Jackson down low, Steven Adams down low.
last year we did watch Draymond Green lock up Jokic.
That is
I know
true.
Jokic isn't as big as Steven Adams, but like he
He's
is
strong.
the
He's big.
best
Yeah.
center, best in
Yeah, fair
quotations
enough.
because I personally think Embiid's better, but
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's gonna be a weird playoffs this year. It's a weird season in both sports that we're covering. In
yeah,
hockey and in basketball. You really don't know who's gonna win it this year. There's no definite winner. Like I said, I see the Celtics as a lot because they're like a very, very deep team, and they're apparently looking to go after Jakob Poeltl. They're apparently looking to add
that'd
another
be.
big to that roster.
I
And if
mean, with Robert Williams always injured.
yeah, I mean it's a smart move. I don't know who
Yeah,
you're gonna give up for it or who you're gonna get a send down or cut,
yeah,
but I could see them getting him. I could see it happening.
yeah.
Celtics, they're a deep team. They get him. They're, in my opinion, a confirmed lock for the title. Pirtle's a big man. I mean, Jaw likes to put his nuts in his face, but he's gonna fucking pick up the slack when everybody else is tired. Like
Yeah, yeah.
so the Celtics, yeah, they're a playoff lock. Fucking it's weird, man. Weird
Yeah.
fucking standings.
Just take a second away from basketball about playoffs.
Yeah,
Tom Brady. Just want to bring that up. Like, what?
45-year old. He's 45 years old.
Yeah,
Mm,
but like to see his last game, you know
I
what I'm
don't want. I don't
saying?
want to talk about it. I don't want to talk
Okay.
about it. He lost to the Cowboys. Fucking, I pray on Skip Bailey's downfall, and he won last night. I got to hear him this morning say, "How about them fucking Cowboys?" And it pissed me off to my core.
Yeah. I just
I
wanted to
mean,
bring that up
yeah,
while we're talking about playoffs, because
yeah,
go to go
fair
to
enough.
football.
Fair enough. I mean, we don't really cover football here. Three sports would be insane, especially
Yeah.
since we're doing it weekly. We can barely get fucking two videos out a week, let alone fucking three. So yeah,
We're all on
Tom
different
Brady.
schedules. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. Everybody's working, they're doing their thing, but
Yeah.
back to basketball, and then we're gonna talk about Shea. I want to talk about his return. He came
Yeah.
back, and he has back like he never fucking left. Since he's been back, he's been averaging 20 not like that's crazy.
I
That
think
kid
he's
is
averaging
special.
30 and up.
Is he? No, I checked the score. It was like he had like 21 and then 23 back to
Oh,
back
okay.
games.
Since he's back, but I mean,
Yeah.
like for the whole season, I think it's
Yeah,
basically
yeah,
30.
he's averaging ridiculous numbers.
30.7.
Yeah. And he's apparently he is not getting all-star votes, and that just goes to show why
Wow.
fans should not be in charge of the all-star voting if Austin Reeves is in contention.
That is, yeah,
Outlandish. They should do it like in my opinion, they should do it the way the NHL does it. You pick the best player from each team. I
yeah.
mean, the rosters do need to be bigger in the NHL. I get that. Um, they need to be spread out and all that shit because of how many players they need, how many lines they have. But fucking just vote on it as a league. You have a players association for a reason. I mean, Chris Paul's the head of it. He's a union president. So I can see they should go to the league about this. It's a fucking joke. The All-Star game has been a joke for years, ever since they brought fan voting in. It has no legitimate back to it anymore. You know
Yeah.
who the All-Stars are every year. You know it's Giannis, Jokic, LeBron, Curry, KD. Um, and then if they're not injured, Kyrie and Dame will always be in there as well.
I was
You,
watching a fucking video
yeah,
earlier, and some dude put Tyrese over Kyrie, and it's just like,
I don't get it. I
I
don't
know
get the
he has all this drama around him, but like he's
yeah,
still Kyrie Irving.
I don't get the league. I don't get it. It's fucking stupid all-star voting, man. It pisses
Yeah.
me off to see it because I see Austin Reeves, and then when Alex Caruso was having his good season, I saw him in there, and then I see Taco Fall in there who fucking played 3 games. This isn't 2K. Like it's
I'm
not
surprised we're not
2K.
getting Bobo.
Yeah, it's not 2K. Stop. Stop voting Austin Reeves into the fucking All-Star game. Like, and De'Aaron Fox and what's his name? Sabonis. They're not even in the top 10.
Yeah, but
Like, this is like, I'm getting pissed off just talking about it, but still, like, it's the All-Star game wasn't in my talk right now. I wanted to save it for closer to the game, but man, it's just
yeah, I feel
that's been
it.
on my mind lately, and it's just a fucking joke. It's just a
It's
fucking joke.
ridiculous.
The league needs to fucking step up and do something about that because that's a fucking joke.
50
But
50 is not good enough.
no, it's
Make it more like 75-25, give the fans a bit to
I
help with
yeah
the main ones. Like, should Giannis start in an East that has Tatum and Durant,
yeah.
or
Well,
in
the players,
Embiid?
yeah, the players or the players vote. Or not even the players. The players union can vote who they think the best players are that season. Because
Yeah,
guess what? LeBron should be there, but there should also be guys like De'Aaron and Sabonis who are sitting in the fourth fucking seed and are on the Kings. The Kings have
Ingram.
Ingram. Like
I know everyone loves Zion, but I'm more higher on Ingram.
I
I
like
know
Ingram.
Zion's potential is higher, but like
Ingram's a stud. He
Ingram's
really is.
team
Yeah,
as of right now,
yeah. Ingram's a stud. And fucking like, who else should be in the voting right now? Like who's
shit.
like in the East, man? Like you should have Garland in there, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Pascal.
I
Pascal should be
love
getting votes.
Garland, but
Pascal should be getting votes. I
yeah,
don't know if he is. I'm not 100%, but I know he should be getting them. And if he's not, that's a travesty. That that that's a travesty.
Garland's tough
He's looking to make a first team this year, first, second, or third.
to make money.
Yeah, if he gets an All NBA team, he gets like what? Like isn't it like an extra $2 million or something ridiculous?
20.
20?
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, that's the problem Dono had was he got a $195 extension or $1 million instead of 215 because he never made an All NBA.
Yeah, like that's why. Those are things I'm glad that the league still votes on. Um, yeah, like your points per is like Luka Embiid, Tatum, Giannis, and then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Why isn't Shai getting votes for the All-Star? Someone needs to explain that to me. It's a joke. The league's a joke right now with the All-Star, in my opinion. The All-Star league, the All-Star game is a joke, not the league. The league is they're doing their thing. But we're gonna get to our big hitter of this podcast, our big debate. I'm gonna start calling it like the big topic is of the pod. Cade Cunningham, is he a bust? I don't think so. I
No,
personally don't.
not even close.
He's just been injured. In the 12 games he played, he was averaging 19.9, 6.2, and 6 rebounds a game on 41% from the field. Now the 3-point percentage, I do not know, but I know he was hooping, and
I
just
mean, he's
because,
6'8".
yeah. I mean, the Pistons, yeah, they weren't winning, but it's the fucking Detroit Pistons. What do you want from this kid? Like, we didn't call De'Aaron a bust. We said get De'Aaron help. Get Cade help. He's not a bust. It's also his sophomore season.
And we didn't call Zion a bust, and he's played just as many games as Zion in his first 2 seasons, even if Cade misses the rest of this season.
Like, that's outlandish for one, but still. Yeah, like,
I know it's like Zion to Cade, but like I'm talking games played and
I know.
hopping on the bus train. Yeah.
Like, it's Cade, in my opinion, I see it all over socials. Is Cade a bust? And it's like, no, Cade is not a bust. Post your little TikToks, get your little views, but if you want to talk real basketball, Cade's not a bust. He played 64 games last season, averaging 17, 5, and 5 in his rookie year.
Yeah.
Total 78 games. He's got a 17-point career average in his first two. He's only played 2 seasons. Like, that's not a
Up
bust.
20
That's a,
this year. Yeah.
yeah. Just because he's not sitting high and he was injured this year, it doesn't mean he's a bust. It's not Greg Oden again.
Yeah.
Give the kid his time to develop. Like,
I just like the word bust because, you know,
yeah.
not everyone's going to be GOAT status. I know y'all expect a lot from the first seed or first pick, but like
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
people take some time to adapt to the league. It's going from college kids to fucking, you're facing NBA superstars. Goes
Yeah.
out there on a nightly basis. He's guarding Kyrie, Curry, Dame, Garland,
Like,
Tyrese,
yeah.
bunch of all
And
star
like,
guards. You know what I'm saying?
I get Bogdan's hooping, but he's on the Pistons. He's gonna hoop. Like, Sadiq Bey, he's a hooper. I'll give him that. He's a hooper. On paper, the team looks like they should be like in the play-in, but Nerlens Noel, fuck off. Marvin Bagley, that's a bust. That's what we should call a bust, is Marvin Bagley.
I still say it's too early.
I
You
don't.
know,
For Bagley,
for Bagley, it's only been 4 seasons. I know
okay.
4 seasons, but like, you know,
He's 5 years pro and he hasn't averaged over 14 points a game.
I guess, but like
Like, he's a first overall pick.
second,
Who went ahead of him again? Who
Aiden.
was it? Aiton? Yeah, this guy got picked over Luka Doncic and Trae Young.
Yeah,
He's a
you're
bust. He's a bust. He's a as simple as that, bust. Like,
I was
I
gonna bring
get,
up fucking Sam Perkins. I want to say his name was. He got picked over Jordan, but he was a bust.
yeah, like you can bring up as many names as you want over like these generational talents because nobody knows, but Marvin Bagley, it's a bust. Simple as that. Came into the league a bust. Done deal. And
Is
then
Lonzo a bust?
Lonzo?
Yeah,
Sad to say, I don't think Lonzo's a bust. I just think he's an underachiever because when he plays,
he's
he
good.
play he plays his role. He's a defensive guard who playmates, and he's developed his shooting now that he's off the Lakers. He developed it with the Pelicans. It's just If Lonzo could stay healthy, we would talk about Lonzo a lot more, but he can't. He can't
But I
stay.
mean, I look at the same situation for Bagley because yeah, Bagley's picked above Luca, but look at what's his name? I'm drawing a blank. Alonzo, drafted above Tatum, Mitchell. He's been injured, but so's Bagley, and he was chosen before, a year before. So if we're not calling Lonzo a bust, I don't think it's fair to call Bagley a bust just yet.
I think it's fair to call Bagley a bust. He was drafted in 2019, played 62 games, averaged 14, 7, and 1. As a center, that's pretty good for your first time in the league.
Yeah.
And then the next season, he went down 13 games. He only played 13 that season. The 2020 to 2021 season, he played 43 games. He averaged 14. And then 2021 to 2022, he played 30 games with the Kings, averaged 9 points, 7 rebounds. And then on his time with on his time with the fucking Pistons, he's played 18 games, 2021 to 2022, only averaging 14. And then 2022 to 2023, 25 games, averaging 10 on 21 minutes and only 5 rebounds a game. And he's their primary power forward.
Yes, that's fair.
So Lonzo, in my opinion, you watch Lonzo, he makes an impact. You watch Bagley, he's not noticeable. That's another thing. It's called the eye test. Very
Yeah.
famous saying. Lonzo's noticeable on the court when he plays with Levine and DeRozan. And if you're noticeable with those two guys, playmaking for those two guys, you're a good player. Now, should he have went over the players he did? No. In that standard, he could go bust. But in the standard of a player, he's not a bust as a player. He's just had an unfortunate series of injuries, which have like derailed his career up to this point. And
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that LaMelo doesn't suffer the same fate as him. It's just that would suck.
Lamelo won't.
I don't think he
Lamelo's
will.
playing better.
Yeah, LaMelo is the better brother right now, offensively. Lonzo's the better brother defensively. They
Yeah.
both have their strengths. But who's better in your opinion, Cade or Scottie? I have Scottie. Now, hear me out here. Scottie has played.
Should be good.
All right, you're gonna notice a little cut happen there is because Tapper's Wi-Fi cut out. We're in the middle of a ice storm, so trying to get this out. But hopefully that's the last cut we have to do. We'll get back onto the Scottie Barnes versus Cade.
Yeah.
I said Scottie was better because just he's a defensive monster and he plays a key part on a Raptors team that's building. He's a part of the core now, in my opinion. I know Cade's a part of the Pistons core. I get that, but still, it's I think Scottie brings more value to the Raptors than Cade does to the Pistons. That's just me. I would prefer to have Scottie over Cade. He's only had really one injury and it only took him out for a couple weeks. I mean, you saw him play live. I heard the guy's a monster live too.
Guy is a monster. I'll give him that.
He's a big boy. He's 6'7" and he's getting stronger and stronger, especially with
He's
a developed.
not 6'7".
Pretty sure he is.
IRL, no.
No,
It says he is, but he's huge.
is he?
Like
All right.
taller than, or as tall as LeBron.
Oh, there you go.
Ashton said he was in person.
Yeah, LeBron's 6'7".
LeBron not 6'9". Am I
He might be
tripping?
6'9". He might be 6'9". I don't know 100%.
Yeah. I think he's 6'9"
But yeah,
or 6'8".
Scottie's a monster in my opinion,
Yeah,
and
he's huge.
he's also going to develop better on the Raptors than Cade will on the Pistons. So I think Scottie, in my opinion, is better right now, and in the future he will be better than Cade. I think he'll win more accomplishments than Cade will. That's just my opinion. I don't know where you stand on this, but I personally think I'd rather have Scottie than Cade,
I
in my
understand
opinion.
where you're coming from. Personally, I prefer Cade. I would say Cade. I like Scottie, but I would say Cade is better.
Okay.
Maybe not at this moment due to him being out with a torn what's he out with, torn Achilles or something.
Uh, yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but 20 points per game, top playmaker on that team. Always going to be a top tier playmaker. 6'8", so he can grab the boards too. Um, he's athletic. He's finding his jump shot.
Fair enough.
I feel like he has top tier potential.
He does have potential, but I still think Scottie has a higher ceiling just because of his defense over Cade's defense.
And because Scottie does have a better development team around him.
Oh yeah, Scottie has the Raptors
That's
have an insane development team.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. We developed Fred, we developed Norman Powell, we developed Pascal Siakam, DeMar
Also,
DeRozan.
want to bring up the fact that Toronto players, god damn, do they ever sit down?
No,
Fred's playing 37, OG's playing 37, Siakam's playing 37.
yeah, like that's the core right there. And Fred hopefully either gets traded at the deadline or he's gonna walk in free agency. Not because I don't like Fred VanVleet. I like him, but it's time to move on from Fred. He had 33 the other night, but he's inconsistent. But
Fair.
Scottie's our future. Scottie, he has a very bright future. I don't get down on him because it's the sophomore slump. It's your second year. We saw it with Tyler Hero, and everybody was talking about how he had a one and done season in his first season because he played so good. He had a sophomore slump. It happens. It happens to the best stars in the league. It is what it is. It always happens. Um,
Yeah.
so Scottie, in my opinion is better. You got Cade. I wish Ashton was here to break the tie, but I personally say Scottie.
I
I
feel
got
like
Scottie.
as of this moment, Cade, but like you said, Scottie does have higher potential and shit.
Yeah, yeah. I'd rather, yeah, yeah. It's
For my future, yeah. I don't know. Because it's easier to build around point guards than it is to build around powers or smalls, whatever
yeah.
it goes
That
by.
that's true. But KD and LeBron was capping because LeBron did not see Scottie playing grade 7. Didn't fucking happen. Shut up.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't shut
Uh,
up. Shut up.
no. Hear me out. Hear me out. I forget who he went there to watch.
I don't know.
I know he didn't go to watch. What's his name?
Scottie.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Hmm.
Or he ended up seeing Scottie. Because
Okay. Well,
I did hear something about that he went to watch a prospect, but ended up seeing Scottie instead.
okay. Well, LeBron, KD, Kyrie, a lot of the stars in the league have given Scottie props.
Yeah,
They've said the way he sees the game, they've never seen it for a player that young. Um, and a lot of that is a testament to the Raptors, not development team. It's a testament to the players, in my opinion. Because Fred's probably shown him a lot. Pascal's probably shown him a lot.
yeah,
But yeah, now yeah, that's kind of it for that topic. But
that's fair.
I like yeah, I like that topic. That's a good one, debating those two. It's hard to debate it because Cade hasn't played a lot this season. If he played more, I could have more to go off of.
Go off of yeah.
Yeah, but
Who was that draft? Cade went one.
Scottie, that was the
Bagley, no,
no,
not
no,
Bagley. Mobley
no,
went two.
yeah. Who else was it? Franz Wagner,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck his
Who
name
went
is.
number three?
Uh, Scottie went 4.
Yeah. Scottie went four. It was Cade.
I can't remember who went third in that
Mobley
draft.
went Mobley went three, I wanna say.
It was a very
Um
forgettable draft, in my opinion.
we're missing a huge name. Not huge, but you know what I mean.
I think he went to Orlando. Not 100%. That draft, in my opinion, there's still very forgettable. Very forgettable
Yeah.
draft.
The 2021 draft.
Yeah, forgettable draft, in my opinion. But fuck out of here. Um, I want to get into trade
Jalen
rumors.
Green. That's who went
Oh
second.
yeah, yeah. But
And then
he's suffering on a Rocket squad, so
yeah,
it's not hard to forget about him. That guy's a bucket. Jalen Green is a bucket, man.
yeah.
He's gonna be so fucking good in the future. It's actually unreal how good he's gonna be.
It's
He's
actually
athletic.
unreal how like shit that draft is.
Yeah,
Like I hate to call it out like, as I see it, but like
forgettable. It's a
you
forgettable
got
draft.
Cade, Jalen, Evan Mobley, Scottie, Jalen Suggs, Josh Giddey, Kaminga, Franz Wagner,
Oh, Giddy,
Davion Mitchell, but like
Giddy.
yeah, Giddy's, but like behind that, what you have?
Not a lot. Probably a good couple of role players in the future.
Yeah, I think there's like that Rockets dude Siggins or whatever his name is, that huge
Yeah,
center.
he's good. He's actually really good.
Yeah,
He's gonna develop nicely. He's gonna be a very good role playing center, I think.
yeah, I can see it.
Hakeem was at the workout facility with him. I don't know if anybody's seen that video, but he was working out with them, showing him the dream shake and all that.
I'm looking at this draft now. Number 5 or number 25, Quentin Grimes. I want to bring him up because I seen him in, you know, New York messed up because all they had to do was involve Quentin Grimes, number 25 pick, and they would have
Yeah,
had Mitchell. They would have had Mitchell, but they put him as untouchable, which
that's
is
wild.
fucking wild.
I think the Knicks are gonna get Levine here soon. Not before the deadline, but maybe next season.
I don't see the Knicks can anyone above a average player like
I do.
Jalen Brunson,
I
Julius
think
Randle.
I think the one thing about the Knicks that deterred a lot of stars is the fan base. So it
Yeah,
pushed a lot of players away from that team. Melo embraced it. He loved it. Same as JR Shump.
but Melo loved being number one.
Yeah. I think that team is good enough for a star to want to go there and actually want to compete because that's what they're missing is one big star. Because now they
Yeah,
got Brunson, they have their point guard. They have Randall at their power forward. I think you move away from RJ personally. You trade him to a team that can focus on his development a little more than they did because they were developing him, but they were still trying to make a strong playoff push, which is not what you do when you have a lot of young players.
yeah,
You try to develop
especially
them
on the
and
back of Julius Randle.
yeah, that's the next front office isn't smart. We all know this. We've known this for a while. But let's get into some trade rumors here. The Celtics, we talked about them. They want to get Jakob Poeltl.
Yep.
That would be insane for the Celtics.
Yeah.
That's a
Depends on the package they have to give up. I
I
know it
don't
wouldn't
think
be
they'll have to
too
give up a
much, but
lot. Maybe a second and two role players, but
they're role players. They're above average. You know what I'm saying?
not big role players like 12th and 13th man.
I guess, yeah.
It wouldn't be a big trade package to get them. Or honestly, you trade picks, you add them to your roster, you drop a couple of players.
Yeah,
Simple as that. Um, the Raptors are targeting Aiton and Turner.
it's fair. Um, hmm, I think I'd rather see them with,
Aiton. I think Aiton.
for the future, yes, but if
Yes.
if you want to take advantage of Siakam, I say you go Turner.
Um, I don't think
Turner's
they're in a win now situation to go for Turner. That's the problem.
Yeah, but Turner's more of a he can spread the floor more than Aiden can, and it's better for the situation with Siakam in the paint always.
Yeah.
I know he can shoot, but like
Yeah.
slasher.
Turner's a stretch. He's a
Yeah.
good stretch big, but I personally think because I think Pascal's gonna leave next season.
Oh, okay.
I think they should target Aiton and develop around Scottie and Aiton. Get a couple of guards. Get your role players.
Yeah.
The one thing about Aiton is he wants to be a star. That's the problem with Aiton. He wants
Every
to be the guy.
situation.
Yeah, he wants to be the
Um.
guy. And in Toronto, doesn't matter if you're a Gary Trent or a Precious Achua. We treat every player as a star, and I think Aiton will fit comfortably in Toronto and into our system.
Yeah. Another thing with Toronto. What's the situation with OG?
OG wants out.
And I know that, but like he's a top defensive player. I'm sure you get something good for him. You know what I mean?
They want to hold on to him. That's the thing with OG. They like OG. They want OG. Nick Nurse likes OG.
But you don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there. I saw a clip on Instagram. It was he was talking to Tyrese and he said trade for me. It was funny. He said trade for me. I want to come. Trade for me. It was yeah, when I saw that I was like, yeah, he's going somewhere big into a big market that's looking to be good in the next 2 years.
Win. Yeah.
Indiana and the Suns are probably the best suitors for him.
Yeah.
And then who else? Clippers are targeting Mike Conley.
I don't like that situation due to the fact of I know he's not as injury prone as John Wall, but we've seen them with old guards. They don't seem to be the best players. They
Yeah,
best like live up to their potential over there.
I like the fit better than most probably like it. They're struggling to find a playmaker. John Wall's not being the playmaker they thought he was gonna be. Reggie Jackson goes out there and gets his own buckets. He doesn't give a fuck about the team.
That's fair.
Um, PG, he can lead, but I'd rather have him off the ball and have somebody else lead the charge. And I think Conley's actually literally the perfect guy for that, besides Ricky Rubio.
Or Chris Paul, but
Chris
like
Paul,
a
yeah,
younger,
Chris Paul, yeah. Chris Paul would
younger
fit into
Chris Paul.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. They just need a playmaker. And
yeah.
then there's a bunch of teams targeting Bogdan. We mentioned one of them earlier, but there's the Cavs, the Lakers are obviously still targeting him. They're not going to get him, I don't think. Um, and then there's the Mavericks, and there's another big hitter. The Bucks. The Bucks were a big
Bucks.
hitter. They're
Yeah,
looking to get him. And all those teams I just listed, he is a perfect fit for, in my opinion. You cannot go wrong in any of those systems with him.
you can't go wrong with him in general. Like even the
No.
Pistons have shown that.
Yeah. He is literally a perfect role player on a team that needs a player the way he plays, a
Yeah,
shooter, a stretch. He's a big boy too. He is a big boy for a small forward.
I'd love to see him team up with Dono again, but
Yeah, I like him on the Bucks. I like
Bucks
him
are
on the
fair.
Bucks.
I think
The Bucks also have Joe
sound
Ingles.
gonna sound crazy, but he goes to the Bucks. I got them as my favorites because he's another bucket getter. He's another Chris Middleton type of guy.
I think you're gonna see the Bucks go out and get two players, not just one. I
Yeah,
think they're gonna get Jay Crowder and um Bogdan. I think they could pull the strings and get them both.
yeah,
Because Jay Crowder's not on a big contract. It's only what, like 4 million?
I think so. Yeah,
You move Surge. You move Surge. It's as simple as that. And then for Bogdan, I don't know who you're gonna get. I think they will go move Grayson Allen.
I was just about to
They
say
do not
Grayson Allen.
want him on that team.
That's
No,
just
but yeah,
destroying them. Like not.
their credibility is what it's doing. It's
Yeah,
destroying their
yeah,
credibility.
yeah. Because he
Grayson,
is a
yeah,
dirty player. He's been since fucking his days at Duke.
college.
But
Yeah, he's a fucking. He's one of those players that you just look at and go, I get you can hoop, but why are teams throwing you a contract? Even
yeah,
Pat Bev isn't as bad as Allen for going out
yeah.
there to hurt players. And he almost ruined Russell Westbrook's career. And he did it twice to Caruso. Fucking, he took Caruso down twice. But yeah, I think they could get both. They just have to put together the right package.
Yep.
And it
I
could
think the
be a
Crowder
multi.
package is gonna be free. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. The Suns need somebody bad. They do not want him anymore.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want to be there anymore
No,
either.
he made it clear because they wanted to start campaign over, not campaign, Cam Johnson
Almost,
over him.
or yeah,
And rightfully so. I like Jake Crowder as a player. I actually have one of his jerseys in my closet, but come on, buddy.
that's
Get it
crazy.
together. Get it together.
That's fair, but that's crazy.
Yeah, get it together. You're a role player for a reason. You're gonna get moved around. You're gonna go to the bench at some
And
point.
he's 30 what?
He's old.
Yeah.
He's an old player. Fucking, he's been around. He's bounced around the league religiously. He was in the Celtics, the Suns, Heat, um, Memphis,
Yeah.
Cleveland. Yeah,
Um,
there's another team in there. I think he had a stint with.
yeah, there's lots of teams. He's the Trevor Ariza nowadays.
Fair enough. Wild part is that Cavs team that he was on. I don't think they needed to do anything to touch that team. They just blew it up for some reason. I get
That was
DeRozan.
the
You needed to move
okay,
him,
yeah.
but Dwayne Wade shouldn't have left.
Was that LeBron Wade? Yeah.
LeBron, Wade, Crowder,
Rose.
Rose. On paper, that team looked like it should have
You put that
mauled
team in
the
the
league,
yeah.
but they
That's
were all
also
old.
nah. That's also during the Curry, Clay,
Yeah.
Durant.
On like, oh no, that team was old. They were
Yeah,
a lot, yeah. But yeah. So that's the trade rumors. I don't know if there's anything else you really want to talk about today.
Um, Not that I could think of other than, a couple teams I want to see get better, do better, maybe move some pieces.
Fair enough.
Like I want to see the Jazz completely blow it up. I know they're the 8 seed now, but I want to see them gone.
Fair
You know,
enough. Fair
I want to
enough.
see them tanking. I like the Jazz for Donovan, but like I don't want to see them sit in mediocrity for the rest of fucking Larry Markkanen's career
Yeah.
because he's good.
I think they should move Laurie. Give Laurie his respect. I know they want to build around him. I wouldn't move him, but I just
I wouldn't
think
move him yet. I'd let him
no.
keep doing him for now because
Yeah.
the longer he keeps doing him, the better it's going to be for him.
Mm. Uh, Colin Sexton's on that team too. They got a young core. They just need to stop winning games.
The Heat,
Yeah, the
what
Heat,
the fuck's going on with them?
they're a mediocre team.
Yeah, going from one shot away from the finals.
It's why you don't pay a 30-year-old man a 34-year-old man $30 million a year. He's not LeBron James. Kyle Lowry is not LeBron James. I don't know why he's getting that contract. I love Kyle Lowry, but
What was it? A
that
1 year, 2 year,
too.
two. Yeah, that's about
That's pretty much it for
everything I
today,
had
I
in
think.
mind.
Um,
I don't know if you want like your predictions for the All Star game, or if you want to leave that to closer. But
I'll leave it to closer. We're doing
all
one
right,
next Tuesday. I don't know when the All-Star game is, but I can't remember. It's in a
I'll
couple
do
of
some
weeks.
research. Okay, it's a couple of weeks away.
Yeah, so we can do that next game with all three of us. I'd rather save certain topics for all three of us. That's why today is kind of a short list of shit I want to talk about.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well,
Okay.
thanks
Yeah,
everybody for
February
tuning in to Small
19th.
Town Sports. This is the basketball episode. Next week we should have all three of us. But until then, you guys have a great day and see you later.